All right, what up, friends? Monday is here, and we're doing an open workout. It's going to be an awesome day. So, what we got going on to start the week? Your warm-up, we are going to do a 4-minute clock. You guys are going to do 5 half burpees, followed by 10 scat push-ups, followed by 20 bunny hops, followed by 20 high knees. So, what all that stuff is going to look like. So your half burpees, you are going to stay, the highest you're going to come is essentially a bear crawl. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from here all the way down to the floor, and then I'm going to jump my feet as close as I can to my hands, and that's it. Back down, back up. And I'm going to do 5 of those. When you're done, you're going to go right into 10 scat push-ups. So for the scat push-ups, I'm going to be in a high plank, squeeze the shoulder blades together, press them apart, and I'm just going to move through that nice and slow while keeping my arms straight and while maintaining a high plank position. After that, you're going to do 20 bunny hops in place, followed by 20 high knees in place, and you're going to run through that for 4 minutes. So get nice and loose, get the blood flowing. Once you're done there, the rest of your warm-up, you're going to do 15 death marches per leg. So for the death march, again, I'm going to take my feet, stagger them about halfway between one another, and then I'm just going to sweep from heel to toe, stand all the way up, allowing my low back to relax each time, stretching out my hamstrings and my erectors. After 15 on each leg, so 15 here, 15 here, I'm then going to do 20 shoulder taps from a plank position. So just a normal plank here, and again, shifting my weight a little bit, and touching each shoulder 10 times for 20 total. You will then do 15 more death marches on each leg. For that second set, if you want to add a little bit of weight, you can. So grab a weight vest, a backpack, something like that, and you can use a little bit of weight to make it a little bit more intense and really kind of get yourself going. Then you're going to do 20 shoulder taps from a pike position. So from a pike position, again, feet are going to go on an object, hands nice and close, walking back, up on the tippy toes, and then I'm just going to go shoulder taps from here. 20 total, 10 on each side. Once you are all done with that, your strength work for today is all unilateral. So you're going to do 3 sets. You're going to do 8 contralateral single leg deadlifts, followed by a 30-second suitcase hold. You will then do 8 single arm presses, followed by a 30-second overhead hold, and then you'll do that all over on the other leg, or on the other leg, other arm. So again, 3 sets per side. So what we got for the single leg deadlift, again, we want to maintain all those good deadlift mechanics. So making sure that shoulder blades are pulled back and pinned the whole time, my ribs are pulled down and locked in, and then I'm just focusing on hinging from the hip so that all those positions stay maintained all the way through the movement. The contralateral piece means that the weight is in the opposite side. So I'm going to have the weight in my right hand, on my left leg, and I'm going to hinge forward here. And that definitely makes the movement a little more challenging. Having the weight on the same side makes it a little bit easier to kind of stack everything over here. So it's going to make it a little bit harder. But once you're done with your 8 single leg deadlifts, so 7, 8, I'm then going to stand there, and I'm going to do a suitcase hold. So for the suitcase hold, literally it's just holding a moderate to heavy weight as if I were holding a suitcase. And all I'm looking to do is not let my positions shift. So I'm really going to focus on keeping my chest tall, keeping my shoulders even, and keeping my belly down so that I don't get into any kind of slouched over position here. Once you're done holding for 30 seconds, you're going to go ahead, pop that kettlebell or dumbbell up to your shoulder. You're going to press overhead for 8 reps. Once you're done, you're going to hold overhead for 30 seconds until, and then that's going to complete your set. So 8 presses and then a 30-second overhead hold. When you go through the overhead hold, again, most important thing is that ribs are down and my butt is squeezed. And I want to hold this midline position the whole time. And again, you're going to do that 3 times on each arm, each leg. So, last piece of this is that everything's at a tempo. So, we talked about the movement standards, kind of the points performance for a lot of these exercises. Now, everything's going to be on a 3-1 x1 tempo. So, what the hell does that mean? So, what that means is that you have a 1-second pause at the top, you have a 1-second pause at the bottom, and then you have a 3-second negative. So when I'm doing my deadlifts, 1 1000, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 1 1000, stand up fast. 1 1000, and I'm going to do the exact same thing with my presses. So from here, 1 1000, drive, 1 1000, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 1 1000, and you're going to go through it that way. So that's your strength for today, and then open workout time. So fun. Love open workouts. So you guys are going to do 20.1, so 10 rounds for time of 8 ground to overhead, RX weight being 95/65, and I think the scaled weight was 55/35. I don't know, you guys are gonna have to look up the scaled weight. I actually forget off the top of my head. But so you're gonna do 8 ground to overhead, and then you're gonna do 10 bar facing burpees. So for the ground to overhead, again, what this means is that you can do a power snatch or you can do a power clean and push jerk. What you should be doing is whatever you can do unbroken for 8 reps. So if you can do 8 power snatches unbroken, fantastic, do that. If you can't, if you would have to break those up, or if that would become really challenging as far as holding on to all 8 reps, I would recommend doing a clean and jerk for 8 reps. But again, what you're really looking to do here is go unbroken on the barbell the entire time, try and breathe, but keep it moving, and then your workout's just gonna come down to your burpee base. So that's kind of the approach that you guys are gonna try and take. Again, power snatches or power clean push jerks, either one's totally fine. And then you've got your bar facing burpees. If you're gonna do this with a unilateral object, so a dumbbell or a kettlebell, you're gonna do 8 reps total of a ground to overhead, 4 on each arm. So again, if you have a kettlebell or a dumbbell, you're gonna go 1, down, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll switch arms, and I'll do 4 on the other side. And I would just do my burpees facing that object. So facing my kettlebell or my dumbbell, I would lay it on the ground, burpee, step up, and then jump over it, turn around, and go through that way. So last thing for the burpees. Again, a workout like this, it's a lot of bar facing burpees, so you want to find a pace that's comfortable and sustainable, not comfortable, a pace that is uncomfortably sustainable for you. So the best way, in my opinion, to try and do that is I'm always going to jump back. So again, if I pretend that actually, let's say this crack in the matting was my object, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back to the ground. From there, I'm going to snap all the way up. So I'm going to take a big elbow to instep all the way up to my hand here. Then step my feet together, jump to the other side. So at speed, what I'm looking at, again, jump down, big step, feet together, over to the other side. And that's going to be a great way to try and keep that movement consistent. Once you're done the workout, take 10 to 15 minutes to find your soul. Once that's done, you're going to do 3 rounds for your accessory work. You're going to do a 10-second push-up hold in the bottom. So, we'll talk about that in a second. Then you're going to do 10 to 15 push-ups. Then you're going to do a 10-second hip thrust hold at the top, followed by 10 to 15 hip thrusts. So, what I want to do when I am holding the bottom of a push-up position, again, number 1, mechanics. So, forearms are perpendicular to the ground, elbows are tucked in relatively close to the side. You should be able to take like a credit card and slide it down the entirety of your body. So nothing should be touching the ground other than basically my bra line. So right here should be the only thing on the ground. I should be able to take my hand and slide it under the rest of my body. So slide it under my belly, my thighs, everything. Again, the only thing touching the ground here is just your chest. Everything else is super active, so this should be really taxing on the arms. Once you're done with your 10-second hold, again, you can always modify by elevating the hands. So once I'm done with my 10-second hold, here, super active, a lot of pressure, a lot of tension on the chest. I'm going to go right into a set of 10 to 15 push-ups. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to hold the top of the hip thrust for 10 seconds. So for the hip thrust, again, that's going to be high. So the top of the hip thrust is going to be shoulders on a comfortable surface. I'm going to have an object on my lap, and I'm gonna squeeze my butt super hard, and I'm gonna hold here for 10, 9, all the way down to 1, and then I'm gonna go right into a set of 10 to 15 hip thrusts with that object still in my lap. 3 rounds. Once you're done with 3 rounds, you're gonna do some mobility, so you've got a 90-second single leg saddle, followed by a 1-minute twisted cross. So for the single leg saddle, again, I'm going to tuck my foot back behind me. I'm going to tuck my foot back behind me, and then I'm just going to slowly start to lean back, and I'm looking for a stretch in the knee, quad, and hip flexor on the side. 90 seconds on one leg, followed by 90 seconds on the other leg. And then, when that is all said and done, you're going to do a 1-minute twisted cross. So for the twisted cross, again, arm out to the side at 90, other foot comes up and across, and just really trying to open that belly button up to the sky so that I can get a good stretch in this arm and chest that's down on the ground here. So that's your training for Monday. Time to start the week off with a bang and enjoy and crush this open workout. As always, tag us, Word by Zeus, Palisade Ithaca, across the Queens. We will see you guys back tomorrow.